lights are dim in the long and hollow corridor of my mind, where the relics of our history are the only things I find. I am the sole curator of a gallery that no one ever sees, walking through the silence on my weary, trembling knees. Here is the first exhibit, the coffee cup you cracked one Sunday night, and the way the kitchen window caught the early morning light. I've preserved the silver dust and the shadows on the floor, keeping everything exactly as it was before the war. It's a quiet sanctuary for the things we threw away, a place where I can visit you at the ending of the day. I am polishing the glass, and I am dusting off the frames, whisper crying to the walls the secret letters of our names. In the second room, I've kept the echoes of our loudest, brightest years, shielded from the gravity of all my recent tears. Here's the ticket to the movie that we missed because we talked, and the map of every city street where we eventually walked. I can see your reflection in the polished marble floor, like a ghost of a happiness that doesn't live here anymore. We were masters of the moment, we were owners of the sun, before the slow erosion of the years had actually begun. I'm trying to categorize the feeling of your hand, a language of a country that I no longer understand. I am a guardian of the almost, a keeper of the might, holding on to fragments in the middle of the night. The clock on the wall is a monument to time that's standing still. I am fighting against the logic of a cold and iron will. The silence is a masterpiece that I didn't mean to create. And I'm wandering through the museum of us tonight, trying to keep the memories from fading out of sight. Every room is a heartbeat, every hall is a sigh, a grand exhibit of a love that refused to ever die. Beautiful collection of the joy and of the pain, waiting for a visitor who will never come again. I've reached the wing of the museum where the shadows start to grow, and the artifacts are heavy with the things we didn't know. Here's the final argument, the coldness in the air, and the way the silence settled on the empty wooden chair. I've tried to fix the broken pieces with the glue made of regret, but the cracks are always visible, I haven't hidden them just yet. I'm studying the architecture of the way we fell apart, tracing all the fault lines in the blueprints of my heart. It's a strange and lonely hobby to live inside the past, trying to make a fleeting moment forever seem to last. I am a witness to the beauty and a victim of the fall, hanging up the wreckage on a cold and empty wall. The seasons change outside these walls, but here it's always May, the month we decided that we'd find a different way. I've locked the doors to the future and I've boarded up the view, for I am only interested in the versions of me and you. Is it a prison or a palace? I can no longer tell. I'm just a weary traveler under a heavy ancient spell. I see the world is moving on, the people laugh and they forget, but I am still the curator of every single not just yet. I am learning how to live among the statues and the stone, finding comfort in the fact that I am not entirely alone. Even if it's just a ghost, even if it's just a dream, I am staying in the ripple of our frozen silver stream. And the lack of any sound. If I can't have the future, then let the past be gone. I am tired of the waiting for a cold and empty dawn. The fire didn't happen and the walls are standing tall, and I am back to walking through the long and silent hall. I realize now that I am just a part of the display, a man who gave his future for a single yesterday. I will close the doors at midnight and I'll turn out every light, and I'll dream of all the exhibitions I'll create tomorrow night. The 800 words of this song are the final guide to the museum of the secrets that I'm keeping deep inside. The museum is closed now. The lights are going down. I'm walking to the exit on the edge of this ghost town. Goodbye, my masterpiece. Goodbye, us. The shadows stretch across the empty pier, where the ghosts of our laughter are all that I hear. I am standing at the edge of the world tonight, watching the ghosts take their final flight. I remember the way the silver spray used to feel, back when our love was something solid and real. We built our hope on a foundation of sand, thinking we held the whole world in our hand. But the tide came in with a heavy cold roar, and it washed all the beauty away from the shore. Now I am a keeper of a light that's gone dim, trying to breathe while I'm learning to swim. I am a map of a city that's buried in deep, guarding the secrets that I promised to keep. I found an old compass in a rusted tin box, along with the keys to the heavy iron locks. It points to a north that no longer exists, a kingdom of gold that's been lost in the mists. I remember the night we decided to sail, believing our spirit was too sturdy to fail. But the storm was a giant with a heart made of stone, and it left me to wander this harbor alone. I am polishing anchors that will never be cast, holding on to fragments of a beautiful past. The wood is all rotting and the ropes are all again. I walked past the old tavern where the sailors all go to talk about the things that they'll never quite know. I saw your reflection in a glass of dark wine, and for a second I thought that you were still mine. But the illusion shattered like a mirror on the floor, and I realized I don't know who I am anymore. I've become a collector of things the sea leaves behind, searching for a piece that I'm unable to find. Is there a harbor where the broken are whole? Is there a medicine for a weary and a fractured soul? I am a book with no cover and a song with no key, looking for my reflection in the dark of the sea. Chains of the anchor, let the current flow free. I am ready to face what is waiting for me. I am more than the sorrow, I am more than the grief. I am the one who is holding on to a desperate morning is breaking in a shade of pale gold, and the story of the harbor has finally been told. I am leaving the pier with my head held so high as a new kind of light starts to reclaim the sky. The 200-300 words are the end of the line, a final transition of what's yours and what's mine. I will walk to the city, and I'll find a new start, with the rhythm of the ocean still beating in my heart. The harbor is quiet now, the mist is starting to clear. I'm letting go of the ghost, I'm letting go of the fear. Goodbye, my harbor, goodbye, my love. Across the empty pier, where the ghosts of our laughter are all that I hear. I am standing at the edge of the world tonight, watching the ghosts take their final flight. I remember the way the silver spray used to feel, back when our love was something solid and real. We built our hope on a foundation of sand, thinking we held the whole world in our hand. But the tide came in with a heavy cold roar, and it washed all the beauty away from the shore. Now I am a keeper of a light that's gone dim, trying to breathe while I'm learning to swim. I am a map of a city that's buried in deep, guarding the secrets that I promised to keep. The shadows stretch across the empty pier, ghosts of our laughter are all that I hear. I'm standing at the edge of the world tonight, watching the gulls take their final flight. I remember the way the silver spray used to feel, back when our love was something solid and real. We built our hope on a foundation of sand, thinking we held the whole world in our hand. But the tide came in with a heavy cold roll, and it washed all the beauty away from the shore. Now I am a keeper of a light that's gone dim, trying to breathe while I'm learning to swim. I am a map of a city that's buried in deep, guarding the secrets that I promised to keep. I found an old compass in a rusted tin box, along with the keys to the heavy iron locks. It points to a north that no longer exists, a kingdom of gold that's been lost in the mists. I remember the night we decided to sail, believing our spirit was too sturdy to fail. But the storm was a giant with a heart made of stone, and it left me to wander this harbor alone. I am polishing anchors that will never be cast, holding on to fragments of a beautiful past. The wood is all rotting and the ropes are all frayed, like the fragile and desperate plans that we made. I am a witness to the silence and a scholar of the grey, watching the horizon as it flickers away. And oh, I'm anchored in the harbor of broken dreams, watching the moonlight unravel at the seams. Every wave is a memory, every breeze is a sigh, under the weight of a heavy and an indifferent sky. You are the lighthouse, you are the home. Now I am just a traveler in the salt and the foam. It's a symphony of wreckage, it's a masterpiece of pain, waiting for a sun that won't visit again. I walk past the old tavern where the sailors all go to talk about the things that they'll never quite know. I saw your reflection in a glass of dark wine, and for a second I thought that you were still mine. But the illusion shattered like a mirror on the floor, and I realized I don't know who I am anymore. I've become a collector of things the sea leaves behind, searching for a piece that I'm unable to find. Is there a harbor where the broken are whole? Is there a medicine for a weary and a fractured soul? I am a book with no cover and a song with no key, looking for my reflection in the dark of the sea. Tell the sails down, let the ocean take the mast. I am tired of the shadows and the ghost of the past. I am screaming at the thunder, I am fighting the gale. I will not let this flickering spirit finally fail. Break the chains of the anger, the chains of the anger. Let the current flow free, current flow free. I am ready to face, I am ready to face what is waiting for me, waiting for me. I am more than the sorrow, I am more than the grief, I am more than the grief. I am the one who is holding onto a desperate belief. The morning is breaking in a shade of pale gold, and the story of the harbor has finally been told. I am leaving the pier with my head held so high, as a new kind of light starts to reclaim the sky. The 2, 3 underworlds are the end of the line, a final transition of what's yours and what's mine. I will walk The mist is starting to clear. I'm letting go of the ghost. I'm letting go of the fear. Goodbye, my harbor. Goodbye, my love. Shadows stretch across the empty pier, where the ghosts of our laughter are all that I hear. The shadows stretch across the empty pier, where the ghosts of our laughter are all that I hear. I am standing at the edge of the world tonight, watching the gulls take their final flight. I remember the way the silver spray used to feel, back when our love was something solid and real. We built our hope on a foundation of sand, thinking we held the whole world in our hand. But the tide came in with a heavy cold roll, and it washed all the beauty away from the shore. Now I am the keeper of a light that's gone dim, trying to breathe while I'm learning to swim. I am a map of a city that's buried in deep, guarding the secrets that I promised. The ink is faded on the edges of the page, a testament to a love that's begun to show its age. I am sitting at the desk where the wood is worn and gray, trying to find the words that I was too afraid to say. I remember how we used to fold the paper neat and tight, sending our white wings sailing through the middle of the night. We thought that if we launched them from the highest hill in town, they would carry all our secrets and they'd never hit the ground. But the wind is a fickle friend, and the sky is full of tears, and the gravity of silence has been pulling at the years. Now I'm surrounded by the wreckage of 1,000 failed attempts, looking for a version of our story that the universe exempts. I found a photograph of us from a summer long ago, before the world became a place that only seems to know the snow. We were standing by the river with our spirits running wild, with the innocent conviction of a dreamer and a child. You said that love was like a plane made of paper and of hope, and we'd find a way to fly even when we couldn't cope. But the rain began to fall and the paper turned to clay, and I watched as all our colors started washing far away. I'm folding up my heart now into a shape that I can throw, even though I know the direction that the bitter winds will blow. I am a pilot of the hollow, a navigator of the mist, searching for a destination that might not even exist. And oh, I'm launching paper planes and sings. It's a fragile kind of courage, it's a desperate kind of flight, drifting through the shadows in the middle of the night. I walks past the old house where the windows are all dark and the swing set in the backyard is a rusted iron mark. I can almost see you standing there, waving from the porch, holding on to memories like a flickering dying torch. I've tried to build a life out of the things you left behind, a collection of small treasures that are etched into my mind. But the walls are too thin and the ceiling is too high, and every room is filled with the echoes of a long and last goodbye. I am learning how to live in the spaces in between, in the quiet little moments and the things that go unseen. I am a builder of the temporary, master of the frail, watching as my little planes begin to stumble and to fail. The seasons have no memory of the way we used to be. They just keep on moving forward like the river to the sea. I watch the people passing by with their umbrellas held so tight, and I wonder if they're also fighting for a piece of light. I've become a student of the storm, a scholar of the gale, trying to find a reason why our love was forced to fail. Is it just the way of things that the beautiful must break, that the heart must learn to handle every single new mistake? I am standing on the corner with a pocket full of dreams, watching as the world unravels at the very golden seams. I am a witness to the ending, a survivor of the fall, waiting for a whisper or a distant phantom call. Start to tear. I am screaming out your name into the cold and empty air. I will not stop the folding, I will not stop the flight, even if I'm losing every battle in the night. I am more than just the sorrow, I am more than just the grief. I am the one who's holding on to everything, believe. Fly away, fly away, fly away to the place where you are free. It back to me. The morning is arriving in a shade of watery blue, and I am finally letting go of the ghost I had of you. My hands are tired and trembling, and the paper is all gone, but I feel a sense of peace as I face the coming dawn. The planes are scattered in the street like white birds in the mud, but the fire in my spirit is a rising steady flood. The 800 words of the song have finally found their rest, a quiet final beating in a weary human chest. The sky is clearing now, the wind has died away. I'm walking home at last, at the breaking of the day. Goodbye, my paper wings. Goodbye, my rain. Goodbye, my rain. The shadows stretch across the empty hallway where we used to dance. I see the dust motes dancing in the pale moonlight, a ghostly audience to a play that ended long ago. I remember the scent of your perfume, a wicks of jasmine and old books, lingering in the air like a promise you never meant to break. We built this world on a foundation of whispers and dreams, thinking the walls were thick enough to keep the winter out. But time has a way of finding the cracks, of seeping through the storm, until everything we knew was washed away in a tide of silence. I still reach for your hand in the middle of the night, only to find the cold reality of an empty bed. We walked through the park when the leaves were turning golden red, talking about a future that seemed so certain. You said you'd follow me to the edge of the map, to the places where the dragons are. We were explorers of our own hearts, charting territories of intimacy that no one else had ever seen. But the maps we drew were made of sand, and the wind has taken them. Now I am lost in a city that knows your name, but doesn't know where you've gone. Every street corner is a memory, every cafe is a reminder of a conversation we never finished. I am a stranger in our shared history, looking for a way back to the beginning. The clock on the mantle is ticking, counting the seconds of my regret. The coffee has gone cold, just like the fire in your eyes. I'm standing at the edge of the what if and the never again. And the echoes of you are the only music I have left to play. I'm singing to the rafters, hoping you might hear me through the gray. It's a long road to nowhere when you're walking it alone, searching for a heartbeat in a house that's no longer a home. You were my North Star, the constant in my ever-changing sky. Now I'm just a drifter, watching the seasons pass me by. I found your old cardigan at the back of the closet, the one with the missing button that still smells like you. A faint trace of the life we shared before the storm arrived. I held it to my chest and cried for the versions of us that no longer exist. Those two people so full of hope and naive courage, they are gone. We are different now, shaped by the weight of our choices and the gravity of our grief. I wonder if you ever think of me when you hear a certain song on the radio, or if you've erased me from your mind like a mistake in a notebook. Is it easier for you to forget, or do you also carry the weight of this hollow space? The seasons don't care about my broken heart. The snow will fall and the flowers will bloom, and the world will keep turning as if nothing has changed. But for me, the calendar stopped the day you walked out that door. I am frozen in a perpetual autumn, waiting for a warmth that will never come. I've tried to fill the silence with noise, with work, with meaningless talk, but your absence is a roar that drowns out everything else. I am a lighthouse with no ship to guide, shining my light into a dark and empty sea. The clouds are gathering over the mountains we once climbed. The ink is running dry. finale, a beautiful wreck. I loved you with the madness that defied the laws of the universe. I would do it all again, the joy and the pain, just to see you smile once more. But the sky is silent and the stars are indifferent to my plea. Shadow that walks beside me in the sun. I'll keep your memory in a small box in my mind, and I'll only open it when I'm strong enough to handle the light. One day the 3,000 words of the sorrow would be nothing more than a story to tell to the wind. One day I will wake up and the first thing I feel won't be the ache of your absence. But until then, I will stay here. Winter light leans heavy against the window pane, tracing shadows of a life I used to know before the rain. I find myself standing in the kitchen where the air is still in gray, holding on to pieces of a world that started to fray. We used to speak in colors that the world had never seen, painting every moment with a light that was honest and serene. But the clock on the wall is a cold and steady drum, beating out the rhythm of the person I've become. I look at old photographs and I don't recognize the smile, like a traveler who's been walking for 1,000 lonely miles. Everything we built was made of glass and silver thread, and now I'm just a ghost living in the things we never said. Do you remember the garden where the jasmine used to grow? We promised we would stay even when the bitter winds would blow. We were soldiers of the heart, fighting battles we couldn't win, hiding all our scars beneath a layer of paper-thin skin. But the years are like the tide, they take away the shore, leaving us with nothing but the sound of a closing door. I see your face in every stranger passing on the street, and I wonder if you're also feeling broken and incomplete. Is there a place where the memories don't ache like an open wound? Is there a song that isn't cursed by a dark and hollow tune? I am searching for a map to the person I used to be, but the ink has all been washed away by the salt of the sea. And oh, the silence is a mountain that I cannot seem to climb. I am lost inside the static of a different time. You were the anchor in the ocean. You were the fire in the cold. The only story in my life that was worth being told. Now I'm singing to the shadows. I am dancing with the dark, trying to find a flame inside a cold and dying spark. It's a long way down from the heights where we used to fly, beneath the heavy curtain of a gray and empty sky. I found your old coat in the hallway, the one you always wore when the autumn leaves would turn and fall upon the floor. It still holds the scent of wood smoke and the chill of the morning air, a tangible reminder that you're no longer standing there. I held it to my chest and I could almost feel your heart beating like a bird that was torn and pulled apart. We spent so much time worrying about the things that didn't matter, while the vessel of our love was beginning to crack and shatter. Now I have the house to myself, but the walls are closing in, and the silence is a punishment for every hidden sin. I am a lighthouse keeper with a light that's burned to ash, watching for a ship that won't survive the coming crash. The seasons have no mercy. They keep turning like a wheel, indifferent to the pain and the emptiness I feel. I watch the flowers bloom, and I wanna tell them to stop. For what is the point of rising if you're only gonna drop? I've become a collector of things that have no home, broken watches, faded letters, and poems written in the phone. I try to fill the hours with the noise of a busy life, but the memory of your eyes cuts through me like a knife. Is this what it means to survive when the love is gone away? To find a reason to breathe inside a suffocating day. I am a book with missing pages, a song without a key, a man who's lost his reflection in the mirror of the sea. Break the chains of the past, let the thunder start to roll. I am fighting for the pieces of my fractured, weary soul. If I could scream until the stars fell down from the height, I would fill this empty universe with one last burst of light. I am not ready to be forgotten. I am not ready to disappear. I am still standing in the wreckage after all these many years. Can you hear me? Can you see me through the mist? I am the evidence of a love. Telescope is cold tonight, a metal eye against the black, searching for a tiny spark that's never coming back. I am sitting in the silence of a cabin made of glass, watching all the nebulae and the distant planets pass. I remember when your laughter was the gravity I knew, back when every constellation pointed straight to you. But the universe is expanding and the distance is a wall, and I'm listening for a heartbeat in the middle of it all. I am a navigator of the void, a pilot of the deep, guarding all the promises that I'm forced to keep. I found the map we drew together on a summer night, before the world was swallowed by the shadows of the light. We marked the stars with names of places we would one day go, places where the silver winds and golden rivers flow. But the light from that star took a million years to reach my door, and I'm realizing that the person I was isn't me anymore. I am polishing the lenses of a heart that's grown so tired, fueled by devotion that was once so fiercely fired. I am tracing out the orbits of a love that's lost its way, staring at the darkness at the ending of the day. The radio is static and the signal is so weak. The language of the universe is not the one I speak. I'm caught in the orbit of a ghost that I can't find. And oh, I'm the navigator of the stars tonight, searching for a flicker in the cold and empty light. Every pulsar is a heartbeat, every comet is a sigh, under the vast and the heavy velvet of a cosmic sky. You were the North Star, you were the sun. Now I am just a traveler whose journey's never done. It's a symphony of starlight, it's a masterpiece of blue, drifting through the silence in the search of you. I reach the edge of the galaxy, where the light begins to fail, and the ship is just a fragment of a long and lonely tale. I saw a flare in the distance, and I thought it was your hand, waving from the shoreline of a far and golden land. But it was just a dying sun, a final burst of fire, a monument to everything that we used to desire. I am a collector of the cosmic dust, a scholar of the cold, trying to find the ending of a story never told. I am a book with no more ink, a star without a flame, whispering to the vacuum the letters of your name. The oxygen is running low and the power's fading fast, and I'm finally accepting that the present is the past. I watch the spiral arms of time as they slowly turn around, listening for a melody that is nowhere to be found. Is there a planet where the broken hearts are finally made new? Or am I destined to be lost in the middle of the blue? I am a witness to the infinite, a victim of the great, looking for a secret in the heavy hands of fate. I'm learning how to be the dark, I'm learning how to be the still, surrender to the vacuum with a heavy iron will. Ignite the engine, let the fire burn the night. I am screaming for a miracle in the middle of the light. I don't want the forever, I don't want the endless space. I just want to see the beauty of your smiling human face. Tear the sky open, let the stars fall to the ground. I am tired of the silence and the lack of any sound. I am the fire, I am the spirit, I am the sun, shouting at the universe that I am not yet done. The ink is dry on the edges of the parchment, and the candle is flickering low. In the draft I am sitting alone at this heavy oak table, practicing a lonely and a silent craft. I'm drawing the lines of a country we founded back when the world was honest and new, tracing the path through the mountains and valleys that led me straight back to you. But the borders have shifted and the landmarks are missing, and the ink is beginning to fade, like the fragile and desperate promises that we so carelessly made. I am a cartographer of shadows, mapping a kingdom that's buried in deep, guarding the secrets and the ancient stories that I promise to forever keep. I remember the river where the silverfish darted, and the meadow where the wild roses grew. We marked it with a star and a name that we whispered back when the sky was a permanent blue. But the river's dried into a canyon of silence, and the roses have turned into dust, leaving me here with a compass that's broken and covered in a heavy red rust. I am trying to measure the distance between us, but the scale is impossible to find. For you are a continent that's drifting away from the shores of my weary mind. I am polishing the brass of my ancient instruments, staring at the empty white space, looking for a sign of a hidden direction or the ghost of your beautiful face. The needle is spinning but it won't find the north. The shadows are calling me to finally step forth. I'm caught in the legend of a love that's lost its way. And oh, I'm drawing a map watch the part of the map where the warnings are written. Here be the monsters of doubt. I'm sailing through the fog in the heavy darkness, trying to find a way to get out. I saw a lighthouse in the distance and I thought it was your eyes, but it was just a flicker of a lonely star in the cold and the winter skies. I've tried to redraw the coastlines, I've tried to fix the broken terrain, but the paper is soaked with the salt of my tears and the falling of the heavy rain. I am a student of the absence and a scholar of the long goodbye, staring at the empty horizon beneath an indifferent sky. The night is almost over and the candle is dying and the map is finally complete. It's a record of a journey that ended in a dark and a narrow street. I watch the lines as they twist and they turn like a maze with no possible end. A testament to a lover and a message to a long lost friend. Is there a place where the maps are all true, where the travelers never get lost? Or are we just victims of a winter that came with a heavy and a permanent frost? I am a master of the ruin, a designer of the final act, looking for a way to turn the fiction back into a solid and a heavy fact. Oh, grab a paper, let the ink spill on the floor. I can't look at the ghosts of our history anymore. I am screaming at the mountains, I am shouting at the sea. I am not the person that you thought I would be. Burn the map, let the fire turn the parchment to gold. I am more than just a story that has already been told. I am the fire, I am the spirit, I am the flame, carving in the darkness the letters of your name. The letters of your name. The morning is arriving in a shade of watery blue, and I am finally letting go of the map I had of you. I am rolling up the parchment and I'm stepping out the door into a world that doesn't need the old directions anymore. The 2-3-50 words are a final whisper prayer, floating like a fragment through the cold and empty air. I will walk into the sunlight and I'll find a brand new scene, leaving all the maps behind upon the silver screen. The map is burning now, the lines are turning black. I'm walking home at last, and I'm never looking back. Goodbye, my country. Goodbye, my love. I remember the river where the silverfish darted and the meadows flickering low. In the draft I am sitting alone at this heavy oak table, practicing a lonely and a silent craft. I'm drawing the lines of a country we founded back when the world was honest and new, tracing the past through the mountains and valleys that led me. The velvet curtains are heavy with the weight of the years, and the carpet is stained with 1,000 silent tears. I am sitting in the booth where the shadows like to play, watching the colors of our history slowly fade to gray. I remember the smell of the popcorn and the magic in the air, when we believed that every ending would be beautiful and fair. But the screen is white and empty now, a vast and hollow space, and I'm searching through the static for a glimpse of your face. I am a keeper of the celluloid, a master of the play, trying to hold on to a world that's melting fast away. We were the heroes of a story that we thought would never end, with a plot that was simple and a heart that didn't have to bend. You were the star of every frame, the light in every scene, and I was just the one who kept the lenses bright and clean. Oh, now the reels are all tangled and the celluloid is thin, and I'm losing all the battles that I never thought I'd win. I'm a curator of moments that were never meant to last, guarding the flickering light of a long forgotten past. I am polishing the projector while the dust begins to fall, watching the silhouettes of us dancing on the back wall. The gears are turning but the image is beginning to blur. The silence is the only thing that's left of who we were. I'm caught in the light of a fire that's lost its heat. And oh, I'm the last projectionist in a theater of ghosts, to the memory of a love that I will miss the most. Every flicker is a heartbeat, every frame is a sigh. Under the vast and the heavy curtain of a dark sky. Yeah, you were the silver screen, you were the grand finale. Now I'm just a lonely man in a dark and empty alley. It's a symphony of shadows, it's a masterpiece of gray, waiting for the morning to wash the movies away. I found a reel in the corner that was labeled summer night, and for a second I could feel the warmth of the golden light. We were running by the ocean with our spirits flying high, before the credits started rolling in a gray and winter sky. I've tried to cut the film, I've tried to change the final act, but the story is a mountain and the ending is a fact. I am a student of the flicker and a scholar of the grain, trying to find a reason for the beauty and the pain. I am a book with no more pages, a script with no more lines, looking for the secret in the ancient rusted signs. Burn the film, let the light into a world that doesn't need the movies anymore. The 200-300 words are a final whispered prayer, floating like a fragment through the cold and empty air. I will walk into the sunlight and I'll find a brand new scene, leaving all the ghosts behind upon the silver screen. The credits are finished now, the lights are coming on. I'm walking home at last, now that the movie is gone. Goodbye, my cinema. Goodbye, my love. The salt air bites at the edge of the shore, where the ghost of your laughter doesn't live anymore. I am standing alone on the weathered old pier, counting the days and the months and the years. I remember the way the white foam used to dance like a promise of magic, a beautiful chance. We carved our initials in the wood of the rail, believing our ship was too sturdy to fail. But the ocean is deep and the current is strong, and the night is a hallway that's far too long. I'm watching the horizon where the blue meets the black, waiting for a signal that's never coming back. Every wave is a whisper, every breeze is a sigh, from a world that's forgotten how to say goodbye. I found an old compass in a drawer by the bed, pointing to places that we never tread. You wanted to see where the northern lights burn, and I promised we'd go when the seasons would turn. But the winter arrived with a heart made of stone, and it left me here waiting in the dark all alone. I am polishing the glass of the light in the tower, keeping the flame through the loneliest hour. I'm a keeper of shadows, a servant of ghosts, guarding the secret of the thing I love most. The iron is rusting, the paint's peeling thin, reflecting the weariness living within. I am a map with no city, a book with no end, looking for a harbor or the hand of a friend. And oh, I am the last lighthouse burning in the rain, a flickering signal in a kingdom of pain. I'm screaming at the thunder, I'm fighting the tide, with nowhere to run and with nowhere to hide. You were the wind in my sails, you were the stars in my sky, and I'm still here asking the universe why. It's a symphony of silence, a masterpiece of gray, waiting for a sun that is a lifetime away. I wrote your name in the sand when the tide was low, and I watched as the water made it finally go. It's a strange kind of mercy, the way nature forgets, washing away all the shame and regrets. I've become a collector of things the sea throws away, broken glass, tangled nets, and the debris of the day. Each piece is a fragment of a story untold, of a heart that was brave and a love that was bold. I talk to the seagulls, I talk to the moon, hope in the morning will visit me soon. But the sky is a blanket of heavy dark wool, and the ache in my chest is a physical pull. I am learning to breathe in the space you once filled, building a life on the dreams that were killed. The fog is a curtain that won't let me see the person I was and the man I should be. I'm wandering through the rooms of the circular life, avoiding the edges of the memory's knife. I try to remember the sound of your name, but it's becoming a whisper. It's not quite the same. Is this what it means to be truly alone, to be a lost on the sea, looking for the light that is coming from morning is breaking in a sliver of gold, and the story of the night has finally been told. The lantern is dimming, the oil is dry, and a pale shade of blue is reclaiming the sky. I am tired and weary, but I'm finally at peace, feeling the weight of the sorrow release. The 2,600 words of this song are enough to prove that the spirit is resilient and tough. I'll walk down the stairs to the edge of the sand and leave the old lighthouse for a different land. The waves are quiet now, the light is going out. I'm letting go of the fear, I'm letting go of the doubt. Goodbye, my harbor. Goodbye. In a drawer by the bed, pointing to places that we never tread. I am standing alone on the weathered old pier, counting the days and the months and the years. I remember the way the white foam used to dance like a promise of magic, a beautiful chance. We carved our initials in the wood of the rail, believing our ship was too sturdy to fail. The ocean is deep and the current is strong, and the night is a hallway that's far too long. I'm watching the horizon where the blue meets the black, waiting for a signal that's never coming back. Every wave is a whisper, every breeze is a sigh.